So what's the first thing I'm gonna do after I just left the pier with my motorbike? I'm gonna go right here. Because this is the first beach from the pier. And here's where I wrecked the rental bike. But, oh my God, okay. So, ferry right there. This is the first beach you can see coming in. So naturally, I'm gonna start here and work my way around the island. We will call this Mike's Beach number 1. Version 1.0. This helmet is like, it's almost more of a distraction than a safety item. It's, and arguably I should have full face, right? So maybe, I don't think there's like a, oh, actually, no, I know there is. There's a Big C and a Lotus's, although I think this is one of the final ones that's still, why am I doing this? It's still a Tesco Lotus, maybe. But anyway, it's the Big C is like over past White Beach and then further down. So I may buy like a full face helmet over there tomorrow, but I haven't decided. But, oh my God, can I tell you how desperately I have been needing to come to one of these and listen to this. I fully believe that there are people that need to take psychotropic medication because their body is missing a chemical or a salt or a something, and those chemicals allow people to lead normal lives like crazy. And I'm so grateful that modern medicine has come up with those, but I have yet to ingest anything that gives me the same feeling that I get by coming to, and arguably this is not a very clean beach, but again, it's the first one. And as you can see, so, you know, room to grow, fixer-upper, must-see to appreciate. This is not where I'm staying tonight, although, I mean, it's got promise. I mean, look at it, you should have floor-to-ceiling tile in that restroom. There was obviously a puma here, or potentially a dog, but I'm gonna go with. So this was obviously pretty awesome, I guess, at one point, right? So, and I don't even know if this has a name. The Koh Chang Ferry is the one over there, and then there's the Center Point one, if you guys know Koh Chang. I'm not going to educate you on Koh Chang. There's way too many YouTube videos, channels, not the least of which is the more recent one from Patty Doyle. And he just, that guy's just awesome in his videos that he does. I mean, him and Side Trip Life, I have to watch, I don't have to, but I like to watch their videos with a pad and paper. And I just take notes, and then I'm like, that's where I'm going. You know, I'm like, yeah, I like that part, I like that part, I like that part, don't like that part. But, you know, there's 3 or 4 parts I like, and so I go there. I don't remember Patty Doyle coming to this beach. Maybe he did. He probably just didn't video it because, you know, I mean, it's basically a landfill next to the ocean. But again, it's only Child Beach. And arguably, once I get down past these rocks, then there's only about 10% gross bogatine. But if I is that an animal of some kind? Oh, it's a, you know, it's a doll, a child's toy that just happened to look like a mongoose. Yeah, no, and here's the other reason I came here is I saw this beach from over there, took a picture of it, zoomed in on the picture, and I said, okay, here's the other great thing about this being the first beach I go to. Every single beach I go to for the rest of my life will be better looking than this beach. Sorry, Koh Chang, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so it's the closest one, and you go over a little bit of a bump, and you end up here, and I just great, awesome. Dinner's not till 5. Dave's cooking up. Dave's gonna be Chef Dave tonight, and the current time is 4:04. And there was a part of me that was like, you know what, first night on Koh Chang, I should go on the other side of the island and I should watch the sunset. And I'm not, because I'm only staying one night so far at Serenity, which is where Dave is and where he recommended and where I am. And it's called Serenity, so I'm hoping it's very quiet. We shall see. I have high hopes. But anyway, I just wanted to start off the Koh Chang tour this time, because the last time we were here, Gracie and I were here together, it was September, and it was rainyseason.com. Like, seriously, if you've ever experienced rainy season in Bangkok, like, it pours rain for, like, maybe an hour. But unfortunately, rainy season in this part of Thailand, it rains for days in a row. And then it's like that non-committal, lame-ass spitting rain that I used to hate out of San Diego. It would just be like this drizzle. The kind where, like, you can't get the intermittent wiper to, like, the best spot. Like, it's either too much or it's too little. Yeah, that kind of lame rain. I like energetic rain from Thailand that basically puts divots in my windshield because of the energy that is coming from the raindrops. In my rental car, of course. So anyway, the ferries, I can tell you that when I got, because I'm here by myself, and I gotta tell you, man, and here's the main reason. Gracie is going to get a passport for our daughter, her daughter, but Yuri's, Friday. And I hope everything goes well. I anticipate it will. Gracie is much like me in the sense that she prepares. A lot of people would label it over preparing, but I'm like, no. It just means you're never unprepared. So she's like made copies of everything that she needs today, which is Monday. And she needs the copies of those basically on Thursday, because she's flying up there Thursday. The appointment's on Friday. So yeah, so she's gonna do that. And then hopefully in the next several months, Euris will be able to come over here to Thailand. That would be one of my dreams. I think it's one of hers. I don't know. I think one of hers is to meet BTS. But I can take her on the BTS. But probably like a silhouette, maybe for the sun. Yeah, who cares? Bottom line is that I just wanted to check in on beach number 1. And I don't know if I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5. But I mean, I am in my head. But I don't know if I'm gonna make a video for every single beach I go to. But I wanted to share this one with you. And I'm now going to turn off the camera, stop speaking into my hand, and enjoy a whole lot of this. sign 11 kilometers from here. That's where Gracie and I went to. First thing we did after we got off the boat, turned left, came all the way up here. It's a lot quieter up here. A lot quieter on this side of the island. The reason that there were cars pulling out of that, by the way, is because this is pier number 2. This is the center point pier. And as you can see, there's like 2 cars that are gonna leave. And there's a full ferry of cars that are coming here. All the ferries that, the next one's at 4 o'clock, but of course it's now almost 5. So those are like, you know, the time displayed-ish. But you can probably tell, even with the lens on this GoPro not being super accurate, but it's, you know, these things are hardly in, they're, you know, they're absolutely functional, 100%. Totally trustworthy on the water, and they get you here. But they are not elegant, and the restrooms are really a bit terrifying, actually. So I recommend peeing before or peeing after. And if you've seen any other YouTubers do stuff with Koh Chang, even up to recently is the last, you know, day, there is a lot of room to grow here on Koh Chang, and by that I mean improve. And you know, that could be the ferry system that gets you over here. You know, it's Thailand, so even like when it's lousy internet connectivity, it's still better than a lot of places. But there's also still a lot of places that are closed. That I was not here before COVID, but I would submit that prior to COVID, a lot of the places that I see that are closed were open. Now see this little place here on the left, and then the other sign up here on the left. I'm gonna go down the road of all these places, man, while I'm here, because I got no agenda. I really have no end date, quite frankly. So I'm here until I don't want to be. And yeah, so anyway, so heading back to Serenity Resort, where Dave and his family, 7 people, he rented this bungalow that's just amazing, especially for the price. It's coming right up here on the left. And Dave has some steaks tonight, so he invited me to have steak tonight, and I am honored just to be with Dave, let alone have him feed me. You almost missed the sign if you go by too fast. So anyway, but here we are. And soon we will be eating steak.